Good morning, folks. George Adventure here. Uh, Gloomy, rainy day here in Georgia. Uh, so this is Monday morning inspirational talk, and I'm going to do it on friendships. Friendship, and the Bible has a lot of things in there. In the Bible, there's a lot of things about friends, friendships, things like that. Uh, and I've got I've got some guys that uh, I have been friends with probably for 40 something years, uh, at least 40 years or 41, 42 years. I met them at the power company when I was in my 20s. And we've all been friends. We've all got a pretty close relationship, and we've all been friends for years. Uh, and you know, a couple of them are 2 years younger than me. Some of them are 4 years younger than me. But I've hunted with them, worked with them, uh, fished with them. Just you know, had had some hard times together. We've had hard times. We've buried our parents together. We've some of us unfortunately have been through divorces with and kind of helped each other out with that. But it's the friendships that you hear about that you don't see a lot of anymore, and it's those lifelong friendships. And these guys, and I'm not going to name them, but these guys have been my friends for years, and we still we still meet and eat. We go out eat with our wives and everything once a month. We make it a point. Sometimes we'll meet and eat together and talk and just have a good time. Help each other out when we need it, uh, and just great friendships. And I'm gonna the Bible has a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna read just four I think four passages of scripture here, and I'm gonna start with Proverbs 27:17. Uh, it says, "As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend." What does that mean? That means iron sharpens iron, and a friend basically sharpens his friend. He is there for him. He's there to make him better. He's there to help him out, pick him up when he's going through a tough time. He's there to you know just pick him up, help him out. Uh, and just be there for him when he needs you. Uh, you know, uh, it's just the way friendships should be. Uh, Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born of for adversity. Uh, so that means we need to stand with your friends. We need to be there for them when they're going through hard times. And we're all going to go through hard times in life. We're all going through them. Everybody's going to go through it. So we need a true friend will be there for you, even if it's just to talk to you and encourage you. Now, sometimes, a lot of times a true friend will come out and help you do things. If you need some help around the house or something, they may come out and help you. Uh, so true friends, you know, mean a lot. They mean a lot. And I've got some church friends that I've known for years, probably 15 years, that we still talk to and correspond, even though we go to a different church. We still talk to. We still, you know, go out and eat and things like that. Spend time. So that's what's important. when you got friends, you need to spend time with them. You've got to you have got to put in the time. You've got to put in the time. You can't just be like, well, okay, yeah, I'll see you in a month. Or you got to put in the time. You got to get on that phone and say, hey man, how you doing today? I've got guys, I've got guys I work with that I text and I don't see them a whole lot, but I text them. I call them. Uh, that's beside these ones I've had, these good friends I've had for years. Uh, First Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore encourage one another, build one another up, just as you were doing, and that means encourage your friends, encourage them. Uh, the friends I've gotten that I had at the power company that I still have, the ones I've been talking about that I that I know I can count on, and we meet and everything. We went through a lot of stuff together. We went through some hard times together. We all have. Some of it was with the power company. Some of it was people at the power company getting injured or dying or whatever. So we've been through things together. We've been through family things together. We've picked each other up, and that's iron sharpening iron. We picked each other up, and we stood there with them. So that's important. Like I said, the Bible's got a lot of things about friendships. Proverbs 27:6. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Profuse are the kisses of an enemy. So, we're to get wounded for our friends. We are to stand there with that shield, protect our friends, help our friends out. I went through a divorce the same time my buddy, my best friend that I've worked with, he's my best friend, went through. We were going through a divorce at the same time. And it was like God designed it that way. Uh, that way me and him could pick each other up. We could help each other. We could lean on each other. We could talk to each other on the phone. I had their wives would call me and encourage me, make me feel better, Uh, but it's just important, friendships are important. And I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. We I've been involved in with YouTube for a while, and we got I call it the brotherhood, the knife brotherhood. I call it that for a reason. Everybody don't call it that, but I do, because I've made some friendships with the guys on YouTube, and a lot of them I have broke bread with. Some of them I haven't. I've never met face to face. Some of them I have. Some of the new ones I've met face to face. Some of the ones that's been around for a while I've met face to face. And I went to South Carolina and met with some. Y'all all know who you are. I'm not going to set a name. I got a couple I'm going to name, and I'll tell you here in just a minute. I'll tell you the story. But you know, I consider I consider these guys. I've got a bunch of them. I text, check on them weekly. I've got a phone. We do a phone. I don't even know what you call it, but we got 4 or 5 of us get on a phone call, video phone call, and we talk. We did it yesterday. We talk about knives, and we've got some knife. I don't know if it's a blog or a vlog or whatever you call it, but we got the fellers, and we got you know some different ones that's on Instagram that I get on. Sometimes I can't get on them because I got other things going on, but we get on them. We talk to each other. So me and Miss Linda, we were in Gatlinburg. Well, spent more time in Sevierville and Pigeon Forge this weekend. We spent 3 days there. So Saturday we did a lot of antiquing and everything. And, we didn't really eat lunch. We just had a snack, but so we were going to eat dinner. So earlier in the day, Jim Thornton texted me, and he's hunting, fishing, and praying. Hunting, fishing, and praying is his YouTube channel. So he messaged me, sent me a message, and asked me. He said he lived 15 minutes from there, which I didn't know, and asked me if we wanted to meet for dinner. And yeah, I said yeah, that's awesome. So I told him, I said, you pick a place. So he picked this good barbecue place, real good barbecue place. So we had it lined up to meet at 6, and so maybe an hour later or so, hour and a half, Mickey from Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors uh, messaged me. He was up there. He's from Kentucky, and he was up there, and he saw the correspondence and asked me about if they could come, and I said, yeah, man, it'd be great. And so that was them and their wives, and so we met. We met at 6, and we sat down and had a meal together, and it was a great time. We talked, our wives talked, and we literally sat there for 3 hours and talked. We talked about turkey hunting. We talked about knives. We talked about a lot of stuff. We just had a great fellowship. And fellowship with your friends. Fellowship with your friends is important. I mean, it's an important thing. You got to put in the time with people. You got to put in the time, even if it's the new YouTube community, even if it's the Knife Brotherhood, even if it's just texting each other or calling each other from time to time. Doing the little phone video chats like we do, sitting there and talking about knives together. That's how you build lifelong friends. And I've heard people say, "Oh, I don't need no friends. I don't need no friends." Like, yeah, you do. That ain't biblical. Your life's going to be empty. It's going to be empty without friends. My best friend lives with me. Miss Linda's my best friend. But uh, I was looking at that crazy cat over there. So, but our friendships have to be nurtured. Our relationship with our children has to be nurtured. Our grandchildren, our friendships, our family. You can't just sit idly by and just think, well, they'll come see me, or they'll do this, or they'll call me. That don't work. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort. You have to talk to people. If a guy messages me, I'm gonna message him back. Now I may not see it right away, but when I see it, I'm gonna message him back. I don't care if it's on my Instagram or Facebook or my Etsy shop or uh, a text message or whatever, a phone call. I'm gonna be there. Now every now and then, I may be doing something, and I might not be able to get on the phone chat or whatever. The video chats, but I'm gonna do my best because, like I said, number one, you have got to nurture your friendships, and you can't. Number two, you cannot expect people to always be the ones to reach out to you. Number three, you got to reach out to people. You got to reach out to your friends. You got to show interest in them. You can't always expect them to do all the work. That's important, and you got to show them love. You got to show them love. So Friendships, friendships are one of the most important things that God has gave us. He wants friendship with us. He wants a friendship with us. Jesus wants a friendship with us. So we're to nurture our friendships, and that's all I'm gonna say. And that road goes both ways. So um, you need to do it. Every friendship's worth the time. You got to put in the time. Every relationship's worth the time. I put in the time with my daughters and even though I got one that lives in Savannah. So you got to do that. And that's my advice is nurture those friendships. So anyway, we had a great time. We had a great time in Pigeon Forge with spent some time with Mickey and Jim and their wives. We had a great time. Me and Linda had a great time. So we enjoyed spending time with them. So I'm at 15 minutes. I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all just remember, iron sharpens iron. Friendships are important. God bless you. Be courageous, and hope y'all have a great day.